we're inside. If anybody else has a problem with the unknown, speak up now. Otherwise, he's in.
As long as you're putting anyone at risk, then it is part of my call. And if you're going to do that, I won't be assisting you.
I mean,
good logic there.
I mean, if you guys don't want me to be here, I can just go.
No, there's one person who doesn't want you to be here, and he's being an ass for no reason.
And what's so bad exactly about him being on the support side?
He's going to be wasting his time there.
Is he?
Yes.
Is Kaharu going to be wasting her time there when she has the ability to heal others and that team isn't going to be getting into fights?
Support staff? Hello? That's where we rotate people who are hurt. We're not putting our fighters there to stand around with their dicks out for no reason.
Is he a fighter?
Yes! Have you not been listening?
Prove it. With something other than words.
Well,
my only question to you
is said no, so that means he's got to be pretty intimidating, huh?
Stop.
I'm not going to be fighting in the field.
I only have one question for you. I understand your question, but how are we going to prove he's a fighter and not risk our fighters in that fight? If you're going to give us a way to basically for him to prove his worth to you without endangering the group or tiring them out for a bigger fight, I'm perfectly willing to listen. Can you give us that option?
That isn't an option with the parameters.
Well, we're changing
So then your parameters are simple as this. You will not allow him into this group if you're in this group. That is the thing we're at, because I will not allow us to lose fighters in a fight to prove a fighter can fight. I think even you can see the ridiculousness of that.
Of course, and how can none of you see the ridiculousness in allowing an unknown element to be a trusted member of your front line?
He's not an unknown element. Jesus Christ, dude.
How isn't he?
Oh my God.
The simple answer is this. I look to Akira. He is an unknown element. We don't know his style. We don't know how he fights. We don't know what his powers are exactly, and he's reluctant to tell us. But we are trusting in. We are trusting in. I hate to say this, but in. God damn it. Shizuka.
Okay,
that she is basically pulling in an element that we can trust. Effectively, yeah, this is blind faith here. I look at Ryo. You're right, it is. But I need the fighters, and he claims to be a good fighter, and so for what I've seen of him, shows that he isn't a slack-off. And I'm not putting all the weight on him. He's one pin in a moving cog. It will not break if he falls. He isn't like... We aren't putting the weight of what we're putting on Ryo or me on him. He's a hitter, and if he hits, he hits. If he doesn't, then he basically pulls in support and no offense, target practice for the enemy.
So Ryo's going to stand up and put his hands on the table, and we'll stare at Raph and we'll say, very well, if you're that committed, then fine. But know that whether you're taking this action upon yourself or not, as far as this mission goes, it rests on anyone making the decision. It's not solely on you, Raph. It's also on me. It's also on Genda. It's also on everyone who's choosing to go along.
Which is exactly why I'm giving you equal say in most of these statements. Anybody can speak up. Anybody has whether or not they feel the weight of this. This is, after all, as crazy as it sounds, a military democracy.
Way too many big words. I look at Shugeki. I might not know you too well, Shugeki. I smile, but I know Shizuka. If you are like her but different. I might know how you fight, but I know Shizuka. She wouldn't let her friends be injured, or she wouldn't let them down. Would you?
He'll just kind of smile and he'll say thanks, Ray. But really, I can understand you might think I'm like some kind of some person from like some other place doing wonderful spy stuff. But really, dude, I really want to help you guys, you know? I don't want to run away from this, even though it's pretty easy for me to be like, well, yeah, you're right, I'm useless, but no, I just feel like I really want to, do my part, because I couldn't do it before.
I'd like to hear it. I'm cool with him being with whatever.
Rio, if you need numbers, I asked a bit about Shigeki. Even if he's having trouble remembering some things, he's gotten his persona down, he's gotten his powers down. And judging from what he told me, he's technically ahead of us in time. If his world's ahead of where we are, we've been progressing at the same rate in that world also, which means he might be ahead of us.
Or behind us because he's specialized in other areas. Sorry for underscoring that. Ryu?
No, think of it this way. If we're assuming everything's got different but similar connections, Shigeki's gone the opposite route of what Shizuka did. Navigation and assistance. And he's ahead of us.
Just gonna stare icily at Akira. And if you know this, why didn't you mention it before instead of leading me to believe you're relying on
I'm sorry,
blind
I'm not
faith?
a genius, Rio. I'm putting my own thoughts together. Jesus Christ.
Rio.
If I
know
had a
you
good
want to
reason,
avoid
then I
these
would
kind
have
of...
told it.
At the end of the day, the only thing I ask is that we don't rely on variables.
Cool.
We also have to rely on variables, but we rely on as few as we can, I agree. Ryu, I hate to pull you into this because I know you don't like these kind of confrontations, but what's your opinion?
I know you don't like confrontations. Huh?
No, these type of confrontations.
Yeah,
I know
Rio
what
likes
type
to
of
hit
confrontation you
things, not
love,
this.
and I'm trying to get you into there as fast as I can, but this unfortunately is something you're the other major hitter, so I'm curious on where you weigh on this, and then we'll work on the details.
Can I say something on a side note?
Sure.
I love how Rio's really suspicious of Shigeki, but he's sitting next to somebody who's ripped off people's arms with crystals.
It's a different level.
We also...
I actually understand, yeah.
I know how strong Ryu is. Also, you put him there. He'd really probably be sitting like there.
Damn, dude.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
No,
moved him
I
just.
actually do understand, from a meta thing, I think I know what's going on with
I
Rio.
find it
but
hilarious, that fucking
yeah.
double standard.
No, I think it works well with
No, it's not a double standard. I'm not
but
an
I know
unknown
Ryu.
element.
Yeah.
Shigeki just came up someday, and it's like, you expect us to believe you can help us fight.
Yeah.
You'd act the same if it was like a random school student.
Talking variables, we're thinking about the guy who'll just rip people's arms off for crystals. Hey, these dork guys, can I have a couple of these? Now that we're
Oh, Ryu's
I
a
got
known
doggy
variable.
bag.
He's a negative 2.
I got a doggy bag.
Anyway,
Ryu will just kind of shrug. He's like, whatever you guys decide.
as long as we can get you into a fight, that's all you care about. Got it. There's a smile on my face, in case that sounded too harsh. All right.
Shigeki will be like, look, I'll prove that I'm not going to be out for you guys when we get there. Trust me.
I don't think the worry is that you're out for us. I think his worry is the fact of, are you basically going to be a hamper to those that are fighting?
He'll just kind of stick his hand out, and you'll see like Ryu would recognize the mist that he saw earlier, and he'll just kind of look at Ryu, and he'll just kind of like narrow his eyes, and then in his hand, then he'll replicate like a misty version of Ryu's gun that he keeps concealed on him.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, hey, I can handle myself, and I can help the girls as well, referring to Kaharu and Himiko.
Neither of those are on your team.
They're not?
No.
Am I not on the group, Ryu?
Yeah. No, it's at this point basically.
This entire fight has been to put you on Group A, which neither of them are in.
Oh. Sorry.
It looks like that hit to your head that I gave you actually unlocked something. Maybe I should hit you more to get more of your information back.
No, I'm cool, dude.
What? Well, I mean, before we get to the Maw, Carl can just heal you. All right, then we have, and as much as I would prefer a third member on Group B, we just don't have the manpower to put him there. I figure Hollow. Does anybody have any more has anybody dealt with her any more than just the couple times we've seen her?
Himiko will be like, I've seen traces of her on some of my cases, but she usually just runs away after she's done her stuff.
Okay. We'll put her on basically. She's on Team A support, basically protecting our sides and making sure nobody gets. And just basically doing her basics on direct aggressions.
I do believe that we'll have to agree to the fact that a freelancer is going to follow their own plans.
Yeah. Though I get the impression when I questioned I questioned him about, she's mercenary enough to basically understand payment for the job and to basically follow the orders at least to the letter. So it won't be that much of a chaos element, but yeah, for the most part, let's not put any pens depending on her abilities. All right. There's no real reason to talk about individual specific attacks or powers at this point, since it's mostly going to be the flow of battle that decides that, unless anybody has any preemptive stuff that they can consider. Like my ability to control the land. Anybody else have anything like that they want to put down?
As always, I am able to give you the support I've been able to.
Right.
I can send objects to you to assist you or to hinder the enemies and to change parts about you.
Abisu makes very good drinks that'll help you out, make you better at things.
Alright. Doesn't sound like anybody's got any land control elements apart from me and Rio, so that moves on from that.
I guess the only other thing is that the only person is Kahari going to bring in her sword and is Akira going to bring in her spear.
Akira would talk to Glinda real quick. Glinda, how do you feel about this?
The whole thing sounds rather ghastly, and I don't feel like having my memories right. They're very precious.
So you want to sit out of this one, girl?
Well, I would prefer it, though. If you
It just cut. I think I did. Fuck. Okay, my internet died. Fucking hell.
I want you to basically, if it looks like Team B is getting swamped, there's enough heavy hitters on Team A to hold for a little while if they need the support. Okay? You're our best single hitter, so if the other team gets swamped by something, we need you to hit it.
yeah, besides, you have a resistance to their darky powers.
Darky.
Yeah, they're on the dark side with no cookies.
Basically, I figured I'll ask you that now, so that in the middle of combat, it's not taken up for this conversation. You okay with that? Are you there?
Which?
Oops, sorry, I was on
Okay.
mute.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. Not a problem.
All right. Looks like almost everything we're done with dinner, and
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Like I said, that still leaves. Should we bring our Hama weapons or just go with something else?
Leave them with me and Jeffrey, or with Reiko. We'll be able to send them to you if things are looking like we need them.
Yep. That's one of the biggest points of the Navigator is to basically pass us equipment, so we don't have to immediately hold on to it.
Right. So math-wise, you can take a one-slot weapon with you.
Yeah. Can't Kira's, materialize or some shit? I remember talking about that. She can just leave it, in a room and call it, right?
The demon weapons can, yeah.
Alright, so yeah. Kira will say, yeah, I'll just leave
Yeah, but
mine
once you
unlocked.
call it, obviously take up the slots.
Yeah, no shit, yeah, no, I'm going in with empty slots. The only way I'm allowed to call it is when I have the slot. It's slotted in, but it's just not on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be leaving my sword and my knuckles with Rio, and taking my gun with me.
The fire gun?
Yep.
Alright.
Genda can sit on the sphere for a bit.
Is it possible to trade weapons this way? Because Kaharu would need to give up one slot to.
No, you'd have to drop your
Yeah.
weapon. We can only send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, Kaharu will give. Well, who's the navigator for Team B?
Reiko.
Reiko.
Reiko. Me.
Okay. She'll hand Reiko her sword, and it looks like a very well designed long sword, and you get a slight pulse of Hama from it.
Oh, quick question. If I let Himiko basically use my saber, since they're kind of the same weapon, would she be able to use her weapon damage with it, and it be using it as that weapon, and then she can drop it and call the Hama if she needs it, so that she still has a good weapon with it?
Your weapons are like personally linked up to you, like
Okay.
if they're demon weapons.
Got it. All right. Did not know that.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, the way it works is that, like, since you guys haven't had like gun training and stuff like that, like your weapons are pretty much in tune with you, like mythologically. If they're
Got
demon
it.
weapons, if they're just normie weapons, then yeah, you could pass them around and stuff.
oh,
Okay. But the sword's my sword's the demon is a demon weapon. So
The saber is
demon.
not a demon weapon.
Oh,
uh,
okay.
Kaharu's sword and the water fan she got from Katsumi's dungeon. Those are both demon weapons.
If it's just a bog standard sword, then yeah, you could give it to her.
Got it. Okay, and Kaharu, if you want, I can lend you the sword I got the other month, and then just if you need to go to your Hama weapon, you can call that to you. Since they're a long sword and a saber is close enough that you probably could be able to use it pretty well.
Yeah, you're still going to run into the issue of both of them are 2 slots.
Right. Well, the idea is basically she can drop the saber and then call her weapon, as was already decided by having the navigator send you a new weapon. Just you can't swap them, so the saber's lying on the ground.
Wow, you'd sacrifice your sword. The domain might go boom though, and then the sword would be gone, and it looks very expensive.
It is, and the price I paid for it is a lot more than I would be willing to pay for anything. But if it gives protection to allies, why would I not?
Wow, you're great. Oops, and I'm very good.
You're halfway through a wall, apparently. You can phase. Good trick to know.
Oh
She's a
no,
ninja, of
my
course she
ninja,
can.
my
Yeah,
ninja
true.
technique got discovered. How else can I
All
join
right.
you in?
Don't worry, Koharu. I will keep this weapon safe.
All right.
So yeah, it's up to you whether So I look at Kara. It's up to you whether or not you want to use my weapon as a primary, or basically just use a normal thing and then just call your weapon when you think you have enough of those gates closed.
Kaharu rubs
I don't know either. Sorry.
Kaharu rubs the back of her neck as she says, "The only other weapon, at least the only normal thing that I have that could be construed as a weapon, is that that stone hammer I have. The carving pick."
All right.
If you say that to people, Himiko will just be like ... Like she would like be like, are you sure, Kaharu? That thing doesn't look very sturdy.
Corey, you plan on taking many
You're
items
focused on
with you into the
magic.
battle?
Actually, Rap's gonna run to the bathroom because he's eating too much bento for the moment. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Let me just look at your ship quickly. Give me a moment.
Kaharu, for her part, mentions all the things she has in her inventory.
Can't wait to finally open this mystery bag, maybe.
Oh yeah, you gonna bring your mystery bags with you?
I've always been holding onto that mystery bag.
That's basically. It's really. It might. That's a good idea. That might
Yeah.
save you.
Yeah! That's the hope. Oh, boy.
Oh boy, you might be able to. Ooh, that's. I forgot that you could.
That's
You
why
could use that, and
That's why I
then
subtly remind you now,
No
so
more-
you can prepare yourself.
no. Oh, but I was hoping to get all your information. Oh.
It might happen. You never know.
Just stop. Just stop.
Alright,
Let him
Jess.
do what he wants.
You probably
You don't
will
have
let
to
it
tell us.
happen to me. Don't worry.
No, I just forgot about the bags.
Yeah, I know. It'll be hyphy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bags
Yeah.
are really good.
I think our planning's just about done, so I'll be
Rip,
right
Rip,
back.
Rip More Dragon. Angelo killed the mini More Dragon.
No, he was a lizard. He was a gecko.
He
Yeah.
danced with Kaharu and we won them.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
slinked
and
off.
then Angelo killed him.
No, he
He
slinked
ran
off.
away.
He's fine. No, he ran
You said
away.
he
He
ran
slinked
away.
off. He ran away. You said that. He's fine. He left.
Yeah, he's fine, guys.
No, please. Make a quest where you go help him, and I can get him in the Wukong domain as a buddy. Fuck you.
Your Wukong domain slot is filled by Clag.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna expand.
Alright.
Anyway, I'll be right back real quick.
No, Ryu will offer Kohara the use of the glove, or the bracelet, or whatever it was, the Genji glove.
Genji bracelet.
Yeah.
Kira salvates as she looks at the bracelet and thinks, I could take 2 animals in.
No.
That's what I would do. But raise BRB.
For no specific reason, I'm gonna. Why do I have 3 mini Jeffreys?
Good
I'm
question.
gonna have one ready to send you guys just in case.
Yeah, because there might be fat loot in there.
I got 2 personally, and then someone lent me one from a shuffle time.
I mean, didn't we find one in
All
that,
3 of them. Well, 2 of them were found via shuffle time. One of them was just found as
yeah,
a
that
reward.
one where we got Glenda.
Yeah,
Why don't you use me, guys?
that's why I have you.
But yeah, Ryu's going to let Koharu use the glove so she doesn't have to potentially throw away Raph's weapon.
That's neat.
Alright. So...
She's just going to have to figure out an inventory slot that she's willing to get rid of.
So what is the glove? Sorry, I was muted for a second since wrong number called.
It's trained. You basically exchange an inventory slot for a weapon slot.
So
All right.
yeah,
As
so you
for-
disable a column and you get a weapon slot.
All right. As for what Kaharu has in her inventory, slot 1 is filled with happy juice. Slot 3 is filled with ecstatic juice. Slot 1 is filled with happy juice. Slot 2 is filled with ecstatic juice. Slot 3 is filled with cleansing rags. Slot 4 is her red dancing slippers that can let her teleport out of a battle.
Yeah,
Except,
you might want to keep those on you. Shit.
and she has a Raku Kaja bumper pack in the 5th slot.
Does the dancing slippers take entire column?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's basically a free Trayesto forever. Wearable, endurable, endurable. Gift. Am I still here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Remember, if you feel like your inventory slots are filling up, you can always buy stuff that will increase them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Jeffrey
40
now sells
XP.
them, I believe.
There's 40 XP for a new column and 40 XP to fit 5 items of the same type within it instead of 3.
It's more XP efficient to buy the new column first.
Yes. Kaharu's. All right. And how much? Let's see. I'll just look at Jeffrey's.
40 XP, and you can get 2 of them, so you can get an extra 2.
Sound investment, and Kaharu has the XP to spend on this.
So you're going to buy 1 or 2?
2.
Alright, that'll be 80 XP then. Anybody else?
Ryu will buy 1 to make up for the one he normally loses.
Alright. Yes, but what I was gonna say is that I didn't write it down. I'm going to, but Raf's Academy S effects. You know, like if you read it, like it affects your attributes, like Reiko's affects diligence and Gaho's expressions and Rio's something else, understanding. I'll make it so it'll affect courage. That is my top tip for you, especially considering where we're going. Alright, end up being nice GM now.
Okay, well, if everyone's leaving the meeting, I have something to do.
Okay.
Rio would say, Shigeki, stay behind a moment.
Alright.
Let's see. And Kara would definitely ask if there was anything Jeffrey could do about a disguise, even if it probably won't be that useful. It's a case of any point in the storm, anything to make their job just a little harder.
Alright. I forgot how much Raf's disguise cost.
His disguise was 10 Maca.
Yeah, he'll offer you one of those.
Kara will actually ask, does he have anything better?
Better?
Ouch.
Ow.
She wants the best Jeffrey can do.
Does he have in mind what she wants the costume to be like?
Not her.
Great start.
Good.
Yes. First issue is definitely not her.
And what's your budget?
Hey, what's your budget?
Kara's budget. Let's see. Kara's grand total of Maca coins is 140.
You want to spend all of them?
Kara will spend 100 Maca.
100 Maca on a costume. Alright. Have me think about this. And you don't have any ideas what it will look like?
That was just basically like a basic medic outfit.
Raph. Yeah, she could be like, yeah, hot nurse.
I mean, my
No.
first imagination was medieval plague doctor.
Honestly, I think
If it was going to be a doctor, I could do that for her.
Hey, take a look at my crystal pendant.
Yeah, she'd just feel like totally dirty afterwards and probably would never speak to me again, but it'd be almost a perfect disguise.
That's true.
But no, I had like an idea in mind, but I don't know what the ability would be. All right. So, if you want to spend 100 Maca, you will get a costume that it basically looks like a Jeffrey uniform, and you'll be able to like. You didn't go to Aki Harbor, but you'll be able to like modify what your appearance is underneath the Jeffrey uniform, and whatever you modify your appearance to, you'll get modifiers relating to the knowledge of them.
Cool.
all right.
Like you'll get a plus 30 knowledge modifier if you
Damn.
like. Yeah. You'll look like a Jeffrey uniform with the white and the rainbow colors. And you can
Okay.
change your hair and your face and your accessories.
Basically, you become a generic Jeffrey worker, and you get a plus 30 on whatever your worker uniform is.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty cool.
So that's why it's only 100 Macca, because you're basically advertising Jeffrey with it.
Not sure Jeffrey would want to advertise in this particular case, but
Well, remember, he's running the bulletin board, so yeah, he doesn't care.
but I'll take it because it can make Karo basically look like anything she wants.
Yeah, in a Jeffrey uniform.
But have these guys ever seen a Jeffrey uniform?
I mean, every Mytho product knows who Jeffrey is.
Yes, but have they ever seen his uniform?
Probably. I mean, Jeffrey only introduced the delivery service lately because he felt like it.
Well, actually, no. Remember, Raph had to wear a uniform way back when he first did that run. So as long as it's the same uniform, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but he doesn't force everybody to wear it, though.
Well, he did when Raph did the first one. So he was lax with our group about wearing
Remember
it.
when Ryu and Raph went to it, they really didn't wear the uniform.
Right. That's why I said he's been lax about us wearing it, but not necessarily other people.
All right then. As far as the disguise goes, first off, Kara will definitely increase the length of her hair. It'll change from brown to black. Her eye colors will change. She'll actually look a few years older, like a college student rather than a high school student. No, she's not turning into Naomi.
Not a whole lot of change.
Come on, then you can just wait on your evil twin sister.
And is this like, if you're going with the theme of an older college student, is this college student theoretically studying something, like majoring in something?
What was it? Mon electronics, so you can help disable the traps.
Lamau.
Actually, engineering probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Actually, I could see that working.
Right. So you get like a let's make it demonic engineering modifier. You're in a demonic place. So you're a student who goes to demon school, whatever. There's a domain out there somewhere who caters for that. All right. So,
and let's see. Obviously, her facial features change. She's actually wearing makeup, or seems to be.
Shigeki moves a little closer.
Akira punches him in the face.
Akira pulls him off.
Did Witcher drop?
No.
Richard.
Okay.
She'll also, just for GP, add shades to her face.
Alright. You metropolitan girl, you. Alright. So I guess that's everybody's prep done. Just an hour of prep. Alright, cool. Accurate. So I guess Rio wants to talk to Shigeki while everybody gets leaving.
If he yells at you, just call me Shigeki.
Says, I'm a big boy, I can handle myself. And more than just myself, if you know what I mean.
But I'm dumb.
Put it in your pants. And the offer's still on the table. You know, if you change your mind, you pussy out.
What?
The offer of helping him if Rio yells. Were you not listening to the conversation? Fuck you.
I only heard half of that, Akira.
Fuck off.
Genda will say if you want her to leave or not.
It's alright if Genda stays.
Oh, wow.
Alright. she'll start lighting the cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Let's get this out of the way first thing, Shigeki. We don't know each other. I have no reason to trust you, even if everyone else is giving you the same trust they have with Shizuka. You're not her, and I'm not going to treat you as such.
Alright.
And even if you think you're able to handle yourself in this, so do I. I guarantee you, so does everyone else who's going in. If they didn't think they were able to, they wouldn't be. And there's a good chance that many of us are wrong about that. And so I'm going to lay the rules out very clearly. If you disappear, if you go back to your world in the middle of this, and leave Shizuka in the middle of the battle, in the middle of the maw, it will not be pleasant if you show your face in this dimension again. Because I do know her, and you're different people. I trust her, and I treat her as a friend. You don't have the same thing yet.
I mean, I wouldn't just leave somebody in the lurch, dude.
That's very good of you to say. But sometimes things happen that are outside of our control.
Well, I guess I just won't use that ability then. It's cool.
Just kinda was glaring at him through that, and then he adjusts his glasses and goes, "Good, then we're clear on things. Very well, you may go prepare."
Glinda, shut up.
That was a dog, not a cat. At least that's what I heard.
Percy, what are you doing here?
Damn it, I'm invaded by Coco.
Well, alright, dude. You don't have any reason to trust me, I suppose, but I guess you're the type of guy who likes seeing things rather than just words and stuff.
Yes, words are useless. Anyone can say anything they want.
Right. Well, yeah. I'll do my best, and I won't bail if it gets too hard, you know? Oops. I'll just take my punches like a man. Anything else?
Since you're on my team, don't hesitate to ask for help. I have the ability to change weaknesses and to step up magical power. I can also send you artifacts that it's much easier to do as a navigator within Jeffrey. I can get you things. They're not real and they don't last for an amount of time that is considerable, but they will assist you in combat. Such as, Jeffrey, it is okay for me to send images of your stock to people, yes? You allowed me to before?
Yes.
I may send you visors that allow you to get tactical information about the enemies for offense and defense, as well as upgrades to your weapons that last for as long as it is maintained. Do not be afraid to ask for these things if you're finding yourself in trouble. I can also give you such things as shields or other devices to allow you to defend yourself.
Right. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I've been in a few fights, before. It's not like my first time.
Well, unless you are going to tell me that my alternate from your world is exactly the same as me ability-wise, something I'm not presuming, as I said, we're different people, then you have never fought with me, and that is not going to be something I'm allowing to hindering you. I'm telling you what my abilities are.
Yeah, you're a lot more cold than she is, but
Wait.
I won't say I'll...
She?
Well, yeah. You didn't get it from this? He'll just kind of point to his very defined chin.
Just because you are a male version of Shizuka, I'm not going to presume that there are other gender-swapped versions from your reality. That seems like a very anime kind of reality.
Dude, but aren't we just, living in an anime world?
Well, anyways, like I said, am not going to allow any unfamiliarity to hinder this operation, so I gave you the briefing.
Right, dude. Like, I got the picture. Like, you're very good at putting your point across. Maybe a bit too good.
Some people need to say these things.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're the one who's the leader type here. I mean, it's definitely not that dude. But anyway, I guess I'll see you in a bit then.